Hi Gemini, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of June, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's called Two Sides, One Story, and basically it's a reading that brings both the negative shadow and positive light archetypes being played out in a situation, question, relationship situation you might have in mind, where you're trying to understand that balance between pros and cons, basically. So if you would like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Gemini, it does feel like there's something about mid-June that it's very strong on bringing a lot of this type of bubble of happiness around experiences you might be attracting. So it's like there's a lot of things to be grateful and to celebrate during this time. You could be obviously celebrating your own birthday, your own solar return, and feeling the love of those around you in those moments. You could be celebrating the birth of a child into your family. You could be celebrating, there's a sense of happy events involving dear ones. For some of you, this energy of people around you, bringing a lot of warmth and a lot of care towards you, they're pouring love into you and you're pouring love into them, is kind of helping you decompress from a sense of stress or a difficulty that you might at the same time be dealing at the same time with this type of positive energies. Like some of you Geminis have in mid-June this contrast between an aspect in your life that is going very well, and it feels like it is related with your bonds, with your relationships, with your family, with the things that you want to, where you want to feel like they're coming together nicely, with harmony, with a lot of a good feeling involved in it. So it's like the area dealing with emotions and relationships is actually very favored during this time. But at the same time, there's a sense of being held back by burdens, by limitations, by restrictions, by debts of sorts that keep you trapped in an energy that you want to be free from, but you're not yet there. So you're trying to kind of manage the best and the worst at this time. Some of you have the Ten of Cups as your opportunity, and then you're moving to the Ten of Wands as your advice. So again, don't give up. Don't give up, because whatever it is that is still weighing heavy, whatever it is that is still kind of difficult to carry through, you're about to turn a page. You're about to turn here a page on a chapter in your life that maybe led you into feeling extremely burdened. I keep getting like there's a sense of being overwhelmed. There's a sense of being overwhelmed with something, and for some of you Geminis, it's being overwhelmed with a lot of things depending on you, relying on you, a high level of stress that it's kind of deposited all together into your energetic system, and you're trying to not burn out, you're trying not to give up, but at the same time it's starting to be kind of too heavy to carry. So there's a sense of the union of the Ten of Cups and what it will represent to you, helping you during that. Helping you because when you are with your family, when you are with your friends, when you are involved in things that uplift your spirit and, connecting with positive people that have the best intentions at heart, that on its own helps you decompress, helps you relax, helps you move with more ease, and accept better as well this type of strain, this type of stress, this type of burden you're carrying. So allow the energy of love to lift you up. Allow the energy of family to lift you up. Allow the energy of dreams and ideals to lift you up. Whatever it is that the Ten of Cups represents for some of you Geminis, there's a lot of things coming together nicely. And some of you Geminis are in this moment of, tying loose ends. So you have the Ten of Cups and you have the Ten of Wands, and you can see two tens here. So you're really in the point of culmination. You're reaching the peak of a situation that involves both emotions and your human relationships, and involves burdens, stress, tasks, responsibilities, things that rely a lot on you, or that you feel responsible for. So you're combining these two elements, and they're both kind of reaching this point of this point of culmination into its full fruition of sorts, where you're kind of now able to see, or you're about to see, what this type of experience left on you, the positives and the negatives, and then you are ready to experience something else, because the tens are about endings as well. It's about things being cemented. So there's something you have been working really hard. There's something that has been with you for some time that felt very hard, but at the same time perhaps where you felt like you couldn't give up, or like you couldn't drop it because it meant so much for you, that you're about to accomplish, that you're about to successfully reach in that same ideal point you had in mind. Some of you, there's a test of faith here. Some of you have been in the survival mode as well. Some of you have tried your best to resist something, and it's like you're coming to terms. Some of you are like in this very over analytical point here as well with the Ace of Swords, and your challenge is like you're coming to terms, or you're trying as well to accept here that there's something you can't deny, you can't resist, you can't let go, especially if it's very dear to your heart. So there's a certain emotional ambition about mid-June that you're acknowledging, that you're kind of confronting. For some of you Geminis, there's a sense of transparency where there hasn't been. So maybe you're going to experience a lot of emotional honest moments, a lot of emotional honesty, a lot of perhaps revealing moments where people that do adore you tell you that they adore you, or where you're telling them. So there's a lot of interaction that joins truth, transparency, ambition with love, and with positive endings things coming together nicely. For some of you, as I was saying, it's like you're admitting that you need something. You're admitting that you're not ready to give up on something. You're admitting that perhaps there's a very particular dream, goal, ambition you have that you are not ready. You're not ready to let it go, even though it feels like coming to this point where you decide that you're to do something. That on its own can be a little bit burdensome for some of you Geminis. It's like you want to come to the front and perhaps say it or do it or decide it, but you're also kind of resisting your the calling. So it's like some of you want to do it, but you fail in doing it because you're not aligned with the timing. So you might be like in this type of mindset of, oh no, yeah, not yet, because it's not the right time, or because it's not appropriate, and then you delay it and you delay it and you delay it and you delay it, and you end up not doing it. So whatever it is that you need to affirm, whatever it is that you need to declare, whatever it is that you need to say, you're backed up during this time in mid-June to do it, because that can also help you relieve the stress and relieve some of those burdens some of you have been carrying. There are things that you don't need to carry into your future. that maybe you think you need to and you don't, and that can be relieved and fixed by just coming to the present moment and openly, again, discuss it. So there might be things that you need to say to your family, to your loved ones, that you have been delaying or afraid to say. Decisions you have been making silently or secretively. There could be also here important decisions about to be made that again impact your relationship. So you could be deciding to either end a relationship or begin a new one, to start a family, or to move into a different location. So there's this, just like there's a sense of changes, decisions on your own, also related with logistics, and that affect not only you but people you're living with or people that somehow rely on you. So all of those, it's like it feels like there's so many things to take in consideration, so many things to take in account, that on its own can be the very source of stress that some of you could be experiencing as well during mid-June. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and please keep doing so. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.